Bum ba da bum ba bum ba da poke ba da bum ba dum ba da 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 bears bum ba dum bum ba da poke bears with Nick and Bum Forest bum. Hey Forrest.
Thank you, Nick, for that.
Yeah. I've been experimenting with
different instruments. I see
different instruments. Yeah.
That was great.
Different genres.
That was great.
Intro.
Yep, I see that. So that was like 1970s sitcom intro. Is what that was.
Yeah, pretty much. A little bit of samba inspired.
Yeah.
You know.
So how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. Decided to finally goddamn finish the main arc of the Orange Islands.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty much. It's funny because like the main arc of the Orange Islands is done, and there's still like 3 or 4 episodes left.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, congratulations to us, 30th episode.
Oh, that's true. It's our 30th episode.
You literally just mentioned that before recording.
I know, and I forgot about it already.
Want to get down into it? Get down into the
sure.
nitty of the episodes?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about episode number 111, the Wacky Watcher.
Or if we're doing it in his voice, the Wacky Watcher.
So let's be real for a second. This guy, the character of the day for this episode, made this entire episode
Worth it.
No, he just made this episode.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's more accurate.
Like this, without him, this episode would be nothing.
He is the best character of the day by far.
By a very wide margin.
By far. If he wasn't in this would have been one of the worst, most blandest episodes ever.
Yes, I even wrote down, like, if it hadn't been for this guy, this probably would have been like a 1 Voltorb episode. Because it's so...
Yeah.
It's so bland. It's so bland, but he makes it... I'm not going to say he makes it work, but he makes it enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for the scenes that he's in.
Like, I want him to be a Pokemon professor.
I want him to be one of the main characters of the show.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. So this episode is about a Marx Brothers inspired character, Pokemon Watcher, who, if this is what a Pokemon Watcher should be, Tracy should be ashamed of himself.
He's got a long fucking way to go.
A long to go. But this guy's name is Quincy T. Quackenpoker. Quincy T. Quackenpoker. He is he's inspired off of the Groucho Marx character,
mm-hmm.
Dr. Hackenbush from A Day at the Races.
Okay. I need to watch up on Marx Brothers. The only title I know of is Duck Soup.
Duck Soup's the best one, but there's so many good ones.
Yeah.
So many good ones. I had so much fun watching this guy. I don't even remember really what happens in this. They find Magikarp and they follow them around.
So the Ashen crew are in Lapras in the middle of the ocean because, of course, when they see like a shadow underneath them, and they're like, "Oh my God, what is that?" Submarine pops up. Then this gift from God comes out and it says, "You guys are just in time for the greatest thing ever." And then a whole bunch of Magikarp show up. And right before he says that, he says this: "If my observations are correct, we're about to see one of the most outstanding scenes ever seen on the seas. Now we'll see whatever we shall see."
I like how your impersonation of him went sort of into a southern direction a little bit.
Not southern, but
it captured his essence.
It captured the essence.
It captured his essence. At one point, he has like a bunch of like gadgets too. Like, I don't know. I can't remember what they are. But they're just gadgets. Yeah.
Like there's one that like he sets up to like capture the number of different kinds of Magikarp that he put bands on.
Yeah.
A bunch of like projectors and different random things.
Whereas Tracy has a sketchbook and some binoculars.
Yep.
Like Tracy needs to be ashamed of himself.
He has a long way to go.
So long to go.
So they decide to follow him to this island because that's where all the Magikarp are going, and this guy's interested enough. They should follow him to the island.
Absolutely. I still thought it was weird. Like there was I don't know. They're like, "Let's go follow him." I'm like, why?
Ash, you have 4 badges.
You have 4.
Just go to the...
You have a thing to do, Ash. Like, okay, whatever.
We'll go. GS ball, remember that?
It's a wonder he ever gets anywhere. Like, honestly. Like, how does he ever get anywhere?
He can see a seagull
I know.
drifting off and be like, whoa, where's that seagull going?
Like, how does he function as a human being? How does he not, like, go up to the barista and be like, hey, can I follow you around for, like, a day and a half?
I'll just be here. Great, I'll
help you.
Do I have to pay you? No!
Okay. Make coffee.
Seems like a waste of 20 minutes, but okay. So Ash and crew arrive on the island, and then they meet up with Quack and Poker again. He says, great, just what I've been looking for. Non-union labor force.
Yes.
So then he hands him all this shit to carry.
I don't even know if he ends up using it. He just hands him the shit.
Yeah, they're just there.
He's just like, here, things to carry. It's so great.
And,
God. He says, they're like, he's introducing himself. I can't remember why this came up. But he says, Quack and Poker, everyone in my family is named that. At least on my mother's side.
Maybe his father was a dick, and so he just said his mother's name. That could be a real thing.
Everyone on my mother's side. Man. I would watch this again just for this guy.
Just for him.
Just for him.
And like when the Magikarp are going up the river and they're kind of slowing down, it's like, now that this plot's come to a screeching halt.
I'll let you look at my sketchbook or whatever he says.
He's aware of his existence. He knows what's going on.
He's like, I know I'm just a character of the day, but here, I'll make it interesting for you guys. I wrote down like every time he shared a screen with Tracy, Tracy's blandness was just like clashing so hard with his interestingness.
It's like when you see like a apprentice versus master, and the master's like aura is just so much bigger.
Yes.
Tracy's a goddamn candle in the sun.
It just makes no sense. So of course Team Rocket shows up and
see, here's the problem with TR. When you have a good character of the day, they're only going to be a detriment.
I know.
TR could be at like their best, and still.
I know. When you have a good character, you don't need them. Get away from here. Go. Shoot.
So their plan is what Team Rocket's goal in the Lake of Rage was in Gold and Silver, and it's to capture a bunch of Magikarp and evolve them to Gyarados.
Whoopee. They sort of capture a few, because their Magikarp sub has arms now that eats... It makes the sub eat the Magikarp.
Oh yeah, it just fills it up with the submarine, which consequently makes it sink. So they have to release Magikarp.
So you see a giant Magikarp pooping out a bunch of little Magikarp.
They accomplish nothing.
They do accomplish nothing.
Now, they did answer why they don't use Pokeballs, and it's money.
Yeah.
When only 1 episode ago, I think, they just
the most
had
previous
a
episode.
huge ride-on robot.
That's where all the money went, Nick.
What about all the other robots before that?
They all broke, so they got no more money.
Why didn't they just buy Pokeballs as they were buying robots?
They're waiting for tax season to come around so they can write off all this stuff and they get that money back in the tax season.
How are those tax deductible?
Because
their work, I guess.
Yes, through work. It's a loss. That had nothing to do with the way that they implemented their robots. The robots just were destroyed by outside means.
Wait, they're strictly in the criminal organization part of Team Rocket, though. Do they pay taxes?
Giovanni is part of the Pokemon League, so yes.
Oh, okay.
See, yeah, it all comes around, Nick. It all comes back around. I didn't write down many notes about it because this episode was about Quack and Poker, and that's all it was, and that's all it needed to be about.
How does Quack and Poker know about Togepi?
I don't know. Yeah, he does.
Knew instinctively, like, oh yeah, if you scratch the front horn of Togepi, they like it. I know this because I am God.
You know what? That's fair. Quack and Poker's God.
He is God brought to Earth.
He was a gift to us.
They get rid of Team Rocket by
evolving the Gyarados or something like that.
Oh, well. Ash is about to use Pikachu. Quack and Poker's like, no, you'll give the Magikarp the shock of their lives. And so Ash, like, while holding a bunch of Magikarp, fumbles with his legs a Pokeball out of his pocket, kicks it out, and it's Bulbasaur, and it does nothing. So then the Gyarados evolve and
then
Twister
That's it.
them
They
out.
make a twist, a water spout essentially, and that expels Team Rocket into blast off zone.
So then, Quack and Poker tries, probably in vain, to teach Tracy some Poke watching tips, and he has him count the Gyarados and Magikarp as they go back outside of the island.
Which, who cares?
Yeah.
No
it was
one
touching,
cares.
but
no one cares
Tracy's
about
not
that.
going to learn anything.
No.
I gave this 3 Voltorps strictly because of Quack and Poker.
I gave it 2.5 strictly because of Quack and Poker. Because the rest of the episode is nothing. Nothing.
See, we've had nothing episodes. This episode had, like...
It had Quack and Poker.
It had
That's
the world...
it.
No, it had world building. It had Magikarp's doing the annual Gyarados evolving
Yeah, but it
thing.
didn't mean anything. There wasn't any kind of arc with any of the characters. It wasn't kind of story arc with
There's
any
arc with Tracy.
No, there wasn't.
Tracy sees like what Bruno is to Ash. He sees like the pinnacle of his career.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything. He doesn't vocalize anything. He doesn't even say like, "Oh, hey, you're awesome. I would really like to be like you."
You can't expect that from Tracy. Tracy is emotionally empty character.
Which is why this episode isn't any better than it is, because Tracy sucks. Quack and Poker should be part of the gang. Tracy needs to be left by the sideline.
Quack and Poker needs to kill Tracy.
Yes.
In this place.
Yes.
Quack and Poker doesn't even need to kill Tracy. He just does. Because he can and gets away with it.
Next episode.
Yep. All right, so for episode 112, the Spore Detour.
Oh, because it rhymes.
It rhymes. That's how you know it's a good episode. It's not. It's not a good episode. It's subpar.
Next episode?
Well, this one actually has like a thing that
this
comes
has,
up in relevant future episodes.
Oh, I was gonna say this episode like has plot and story, so
It does have plot and story.
It's at least worth talking about.
Yeah. The narrator straight up says Ash is training for the Orange League.
We never see this, but he claims Ash does train.
I mean, maybe that's why he was on the beach with Pikachu. Like, they're on fire, and then a wave comes crashing on them. They just finished their training. I assume they just finished their training.
Yep, probably.
The kids don't want to see training. That's boring and requires work, and I don't know.
They should still have the training in the background. So anyway, the Ash, for some reason, falls into Tracy, and what happens?
Tracy is sketching a Vileplume really,
yeah.
really, really close for some reason.
Close up sketching. He wants to get all, like its pores.
Like the very
He's
the cellulite.
We've seen him be like a very fast sketcher, so he's sketching like the individual cells of Vileplume.
It's just a little bunch of little oddish-faced cells.
Yes.
And so Tracy's like, wow, that was really great. And Ash is walking around. He doesn't notice Tracy. He kind of face plants into the backside of Tracy. They fall into Vileplume's flower thing.
And they get a
they're
great
stun-spored.
great big face full of stun spore. And they're pretty much out of commission for this entire episode.
Yeah, they're paralyzed.
Yeah.
So Misty is sad to report that they don't have stun spore antidote.
No, you mean paralyze heal?
No, stun spore antidote. That's different than electrical paralysis, apparently.
Stun spore antidote? You mean paralyze heal?
No. Paralyze heal is a made up thing you're talking about right now. Jesse also apparently took a whiff of some Vileplume.
By sheer freaking coincidence at the
Yeah.
exact same time that...
Might have been a separate Vileplume.
Maybe a separate one, but it's still bizarre that on the same day...
She's a lot more active about it, though, I think. Probably Jesse only took the whiff.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like hamming it up, like, oh...
She's delusional.
She's
saying, oh, I asked for this apple so that way when I woke up from my comatose, I could see the one thing that would be redder than my skin.
And Meowth and James are looking at her like, oh my god, Jesse.
She's gonna murder us and take our skin.
Probably. That is the only logical outcome of the Team Rocket story arc, honestly.
Jesse will kill them one day and take their skin.
Jesse murders them, steals her skin, and then she finally has a good disguise.
Jesse's
Two
she's
good
had
disguises.
one good disguise before.
Oh, really? What was it? You sound so sure
when
of
they
yourself.
entered Saffron City, and they were dressed up as hula girls.
Okay. So Misty runs outside to get a bucket of water and then comes back in. Even though she's a water Pokemon trainer. And all of them have at least one water Pokemon.
Well, as we've seen, a water gun would blast their head off because they could easily tear through a ship's hull.
That's true. It's too strong. So it turns out Misty needs to go look for a Poliwag because Poliwag will show her where the Salveo?
Not the Salvia, but
Salveo.
Salvia. Weed is.
Weed is, that's right, weed.
And they had to go through like this process of like Ash saying, "Oh, how can I help you?" And then Tracy's like, "Get the Pokedex, look up Vileplume." She finds the Vileplume and look up Antidote, Stun Spore. And then Poliwag, look up Poliwag. It's this minute exchange that could have been 30 seconds.
Hey, look up Vileplume and see what we could get the antidote for Stun Spore. Oh, okay. Hits one button.
She had like 3.
Not for Stun Spore Antidote.
That's true.
A single button.
Well, there's like 8 buttons on there. Yeah, that's probably like antidotes or repellents section. Ah, no. Leave me alone.
Okay. So she goes out looking for the Poliwag in the weed, and she finds the Poliwag.
Meowth and James find Poliwag first, and it has the weed on its tail.
Yeah.
But by the way, they're dressed as like clown people for some reason. Because if people saw Team Rocket there, it would arouse suspicion, as opposed to anywhere else.
So they dress up as clown people to avoid suspicion.
They have clown noses.
Clown peasants.
With like rice picker outfits on. Yeah, it's really weird. But they scare off Poliwag because James sends out his victory bell. And that's probably like one of the most accurate Pokemon battles I've ever seen in this show. James used Razor Leaf. Poliwag dodged. It used Water Gun. It didn't affect Victory Bell that much, and then Poliwag ran off. That's accurate.
That is an accurate Pokemon battle.
So then Misty comes upon the fleeing Poliwag, and that's how they meet.
And then Misty and James have a battle, and James doesn't train his Victory Bell for shit.
Yeah, so, as Meowth points out, again.
It's like the third time he said this, which, honestly, it's been funny every time. He's like, if you don't train that thing...
Coincidentally, this is Goldine's first victory on screen.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. And then she sends out her Staryu, who knows... What was it? Tackle Double Edge?
Tackle and
Water Gun?
Yeah, it didn't use Water Gun, but we know it has it. But he used Tackle and Double Edge against his Weezing. And I guess that knocked it out of commission. Which shouldn't
work, but it works.
So then Misty goes off with, like... The Poliwag had found all the salvia weed stuff.
So she's going down the road, and and James and Meowth keep leaving, like...
Really
picnics,
obvious bait?
Like obvious, like traps, like obviously is covering a hole. And she keeps going, oh, hey, that's really cool. All right.
Like, the reason why Misty fell for that last trap was because of reverse psychology. So it's not going to work on her with direct traps. And yet it almost does.
But 6 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give it to James and Meowth for this one. They were pretty relentless.
Like, there's stresses, there's picnics, there's, like, a
makeup.
Doll collection, makeup.
Yeah. Like, they try for a good minute. I love when they're walking down the road, by the way. She keeps talking to Poliwag because she has Poliwag now. Poliwag really liked her. It was kind of adorable, actually. Yeah. And she keeps talking to Poliwag like, I can't wait for you to meet Scyther and Charizard. And then, like...
They cut away.
They come back. And she's like, and there's Squirtle. And Meryl. And I'm like, that poor Poliwag has to be bored stiff by this conversation.
She mentions all the water Pokemon first. I just wanted to point that out just because it's Misty. And she prioritizes water Pokemon.
She's prejudiced.
Misty does leave some of the salvia It's not Salvia. It's
Salveo.
Salveo.
Salveo? Salveo.
I thought it ended with an A, which made it sound like Salvia, but it's like Salvia. Salvia.
No, I think it was Salveo.
Whatever.
And they leave the weed behind for them
the Stun Spore antidote. She leaves the weed behind.
For James and Meowth to find.
Which is like the amount that she had. And yet she still has the same amount she had.
And then they pick it up and each of them have the same amount that she had.
So it's just multiplying. It is a weed.
It is a weed. A weed to itself. It weeds itself on the weed. Oh, by the way, what is a Pokemon cream? She's like, I guess the Poliwag got hurt or something, and she like rubs a little cream on. She's like, here's some Pokemon cream for you.
So what happens is you grind down some Pokemon that you're done using into a cream, and if you put that on other Pokemon, it heals up their wounds.
Hey, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Heal Pokemon with.
That's what Band-Aids are made out of. They're old humans that we've ground up into a little adhesive.
Okay. That got dark.
So everyone cures their respective party members.
Yep. And then Jessie comes back and she's like, I'm gonna beat them while they're down. And Arbok flies through the fucking cabin.
Arbok, yeah. She sends Arbok through the cabin after Ash and Tracy have been cured. And like classic Arbok fashion, it's just some overpowered goddamn thing that floats down.
Yes.
Like
it's a fucking Dragon Ball Z character. Coming down to face off its opponent.
So then they defeat Arbok, and James and Meowth drag Jessie away because they're like thankful for Misty.
Mm.
And then Poliwag joins the team, apparently. But she doesn't throw a Pokeball at it. What's up with people throwing Pokeballs against?
It costs people money to animate that.
Well, we've seen Misty. Have we seen Misty actually capture a Pokemon before?
Yes.
I
can't remember what it is. But I think it happened.
But Psyduck kind of tapped itself into it.
No, I think there was one other
Horsey?
time, but I don't remember.
No, Horsey.
It might have been Horsey. I don't know. Who cares?
Okay.
So what'd you think of that one, Nick?
I gave it 2 Voltorbs.
You gave it 2 Voltorbs.
Yeah. Thinking about it, I'm gonna give it 2.5. Because it's Misty plot without making Misty annoying.
Yeah, she was not annoying in this one at all.
I think I give it 2 because I'm just remembering Misty in the past, and I would have given that Misty 2. This is 2.5 Misty. It's on a 3 because it's nothing like outstanding, and they do comment on it, but I still think it's kind of a little gender stereotyping that they try and bait Misty with all this like girl stuff that Jessie would like.
Yeah. Misty's too much of a tomboy for that shit.
Yeah.
I actually did give this one 3 Voltorbs. I enjoyed it. I thought Misty carried the episode surprisingly well. Like, it had the stakes of Ash and Tracy are home paralyzed, and they address the fact that there's not a Pokemon Center or a Pokemon shop for miles around.
By the way, why are they at a place that is
I don't know. I don't know.
They're training specifically, and Ash doesn't think it's a good idea to have a Pokemon Center nearby?
That's true, actually. They're 30 miles away from the closest Pokemon Center. That's pretty nuts.
That's foolish. You grind, and unless you have a Pokemon that can fly, you're near a Pokemon Center.
Yeah, exactly. But at least they address the fact that they can't just go to a Pokemon Center and get new ones. So, like, I thought Misty carried the episode well. It had a couple fun battles in it, nothing over the top, but I thought that this episode was fine. I gave it 3 Voltorbs.
Well, then there you go. Nice.
Next episode?
Yeah, next episode.
For some more interesting stuff.
A little bit more interesting.
All right, episode number 113. Hello, Pummelo.
Is it Pummelo?
Yeah, they said Pummelo.
Okay. Mellow. Pummelo.
Maybe Pummelo is like a type of
they also say Arceus, like Arceus.
I think you'd say Arceus or Arceus or Arceus or Arceus.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't give the anime a lot of credit for pronunciation. I guess it's a town they made up, so they have the right to say.
Yeah, they
town.
made it up.
Okay, fine.
They could call it Ripper Town, and you can't say anything because they made it up.
That I could say something against, because that's clearly wrong because of the spelling. Ash is finally at the island of the champion, the Orange Island League. And by league, we mean one guy. His name is Drake.
And he has a vibrant personality. He's so memorable.
He has a Dragonite. And he's a boy band character.
I'm sure he had another personality trait in there somewhere, Nick.
He wears a sleeveless vest.
God damn it, anime.
Like, he's a cool-looking guy, but then as soon as he
cool.
talks...
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
He's like, hello, I have a Dragonite, and my name is Drake.
Ignore the fact that I'm 6'5" and ripped.
I have a badass design, but I talk like this.
So, the episode opens up with Ash and crew, coming towards the island, and they see something mysterious in the distance that just so happens to have the same exact music effect that Dragonite did in the Pokemon movie. Which makes me ask, do all Dragonites have that ability when they fly?
To summon music when they fly?
To summon music when they fly?
Yes!
That's very
yes, Nick.
upbeat, like violin music?
Yes, Nick. Of course they do. It's a great theme.
I wish I was there to cry.
Their cry is a musical number. I don't know why he's...
Why Mexican Dragonite?
Mexican Dragonite, the most festive Dragonite. So they get to Pummelo Island, and Pummelo Stadium is a frickin' Roman Coliseum, and they...
And it's filled with, a lot of people.
A lot of people come out to watch this guy battle, yeah. It's or blob people. They were little blobs. They were little blobs. There were times when you see, the chairs on the stadium chairs, and they're clearly, still little blob people, even though they should only be, a few feet away.
You could draw some faces.
Yeah, draw a couple of faces. Copy-paste.
Did it not have the same budget as the Indigo League? Because I'm pretty sure we saw people in the audience for that one.
I'm sure we saw people, not just little blobs. It was little squares and circles and blobs.
Yeah.
So Ash registers himself and his Pokemon for the championship battle.
And as they're doing it, Team Rocket decides to capture Drake's Dragonite.
Which is dumb because it's obviously too strong.
Yeah, Drake just hyper beams them and they blast off.
They blast off. They come back and they're like, we need to catch that Dragonite, but otherwise they don't do anything else for the rest of the episode.
They're just in the audience.
Because they're not... I mean, they're stupid, but they're not...
They're not self-destructive with their stupidity. Well, yeah, they are.
I can't think of anything else to back that up with because they really don't have a problem being aggressively stupid, do they?
No, they don't. They know better. It's been a while since we've seen, it's the first 6-on-6 battle. They can't interrupt that just for...
At least not yet.
Not yet. No. Gotta let it roll.
So Ash wants to use his Snorlax, which would be awesome for this battle.
It would be.
But he doesn't have an awakening, and they can't take it to the Pokemon Center and just wake it up because it's asleep, and it's not going to be asleep. It's going to be asleep for a couple days because it just ate.
It just ate an hour ago, apparently.
And it hibernates for 3 days after it eats? I don't...
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, Ash can't use Snorlax.
Can't use Pokeflute, can't use an awakening,
Nope. Can't use any of that. Can't just send it out sleeping and hope it wakes up in the middle of the battle.
Nope.
Because apparently rest is a suicide move.
That's the assumption anyway.
At least self-destruct and explosion damage the other opponent, but rest does nothing. It's just, okay, I give up, but I don't give up. Rest. Well, okay.
Oh, man, my Snorlax is really weakened now. Oh, I know, I'll have it use rest. Snorlax, use rest.
Snorlax is unable to battle.
No, it's just sleeping. It's going to wake up in a minute.
Unable to battle.
This is a move that I taught it. It wakes up.
Unable. You shouldn't have taught it that. Unable to battle.
But it's got full health now.
Yeah, that's too bad. It's sleeping. It's unable to battle.
I don't like this Pokemon League.
Well, you don't have to play in it.
So instead of using Snorlax, he uses Tauros.
His other normal type that's really powerful.
That he's never used once.
I mean, has he used Snorlax to battle?
Sort of.
Okay.
It's not an official battle, but he has used it to battle. Actually, he might have used it for one, official battle.
I don't remember that battle.
I don't remember it either, but I think he did. I think he did.
And he could have presumably battled with it in off-screen battles, I guess.
It's a whole day before the actual match begins, so
instead of training Tauros, Ash is just going to use the strategy of, well, it worked for Krabby, so it'll work for Tauros.
And Misty's just like, she's probably just like rubbing her temples like, oh my god, why am I following this kid? He doesn't know what he's doing.
Knows nothing.
He's going to lose.
So it's the next day, and the battle starts.
And it's a pretty decent battle, honestly.
Yeah,
I have no complaints. It's a good battle.
Let's talk about the battle as it happens.
Yeah.
So, first round, Drake's Ditto versus Ash's Pikachu.
Yeah. And
Ditto Pikachu's adorable.
Ditto was adorable, period, in this episode.
Like, he was flexing with, like, his little blobby form. He's like, Ditto!
And then when he turns into Pikachu, he still has, like, his Ditto voice.
When he says Pikachu.
Yes, that was so cute.
So it's all squeaky.
Pikachu!
Pikachu. That's an imposter Pikachu. You said in the Japanese version of this episode, the Pokemon, who's that Pokemon was actually interesting?
Yeah. In the Japanese version of this episode, the Who's That Pokemon was it was clearly a Pikachu, but when they reveal the answer, it turns out it was Ditto pretending to be Pikachu, so it was Ditto.
Does it have the Ditto face, or
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe it turns back into Ditto. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be rude. Pikachu defeated Ditto, and because Ditto can't capture the opponent's HP value, or otherwise known as health, Pikachu was able to win.
Essentially,
because Pikachu's in better shape.
I think that's what Tracy's saying.
Yeah.
Pikachu's in better shape because it's always been a Pikachu, and Ditto's just a Ditto.
Mm-hmm.
So Ditto.
How are some people unable to completely?
I know.
Because like the announcer said this multiple times, some people were unable to get past Drake's first Pokemon, Ditto.
They must suck.
Like, did they send out their strongest level 100 Pokemon first, and then they only had level 10 Pokemon?
Yeah, like what happens?
That's not the strategy you use to battle.
How can you not even get past your first... Unless it's like holding like a choice item or something. I don't know. That's so weird.
Nah. I mean, Ash doesn't have any ground-type Pokemon, so I guess the Pikachu could theoretically...
It would have got past 3 of his Pokemon, since 3 of his Pokemon are weak directly to Electric, yeah. But then Tauros would have just been like, oh, Fissure. You're gone. Next
battle.
Even though he doesn't land a Fissure once, he uses Fissure like 3 times.
And none of them hit. Because it's Fissure.
Well, anyway, the next battle is actually Squirtle versus Onix. And
so Ash recalls Pikachu.
Yeah.
Because Ash is the only one able to recall Pokemon.
Ever. And
Drake makes puns as he sends out his Pokemon.
I didn't notice.
Really?
Yeah, what did he say?
Well,
or if I did notice, I forgot.
With Onix, he said, "This is going to be a rocky situation for you," or something bullshitty like that.
That's kind of dumb.
Yeah, no, I kind of hate Drake. I was looking forward to him, and now he's really bland.
Yeah.
He's related to Tracy.
He had no personality.
He's related to Tracy.
He must be.
Like, same skin tone. They're both from the Orange Islands. No goddamn personality and similar hair.
That's very possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's very possible. It's Squirtle versus he sends out his Onix and Ash sends out Squirtle and he's like, ha, I knew you'd do that. I have a strategy in mind.
And it's dig.
And it's dig and bind. And then Squirtle uses Hydro Pump and it knocks out Onix. And I'm like, oh, rats, that dig bind combo never loses against water Pokemon?
Well,
like, what did you think would happen?
There's some tension in there. And I want to bring this up because it's Ash's Squirtle.
It is, yeah.
Like, Squirtle has to, like, run to the middle of the water so it doesn't get hit by dig. But instead of, like, withdrawing and moving fast like it usually does, it's just running very awkwardly because it's a goddamn turtle.
And it must be so awkward for that poor squirrel to be running like that. Everyone's watching it, like, hobble toward the water very slowly. And he's like,
I'm a turtle, why am I doing this? So then the Onix breaks out, uses dig on the Squirtle. Squirtle has to, like, awkwardly hop down Onix to try and get to it. It's binded. Squirtle can't use Water Gun, because apparently that's what bind does, Which, that is what it did.
That is what it did, actually, yeah.
So Squirtle gets past it by withdrawing and then Hydro Pumping, which knocks out
Onix.
Because it's Onix.
Yeah. It was actually a pretty good match. Like, this whole Ash versus Drake, the entire match, in my opinion, was pretty solid. Yeah,
Pokemon battle.
Yeah, but my only question is, why is Drake like even remotely surprised that a Pokemon with a double type advantage against his Onix would beat his Onix?
Because it was being binded.
He's like, this strategy is gonna work, and it doesn't work, and I'm like, well, duh.
In the games, it would have, because the Onix is faster. It can just constantly use bind.
Bitch strategy.
Yeah, well, Drake's a bitch.
You don't like Drake anymore, do you?
I don't.
Well, what's still like? He's got no personality, and
he's cool looking. That's it.
Yeah,
he's cool looking.
He's cool looking. When I read the novelization, I was like, Drake is cool looking. He must be cool.
You probably had like a voice for him that sounded a lot better.
I did. Yeah, it wasn't the voice he had either.
Hey, I'm Drake. Nice to meet you.
That would be a good voice for Drake.
Thank you. All right, Dragonite.
So then it's Tauros versus Gengar.
Wait. Yeah, you're right. I forgot.
Because Tauros uses Fisher. I'm like, holy shit, this Tauros ain't fucking around.
Everyone's like surprised that Ash sends out Tauros because Tauros won't be able to do anything against Gengar. It's the reverse, though.
Yeah.
The only thing Gengar can do is Hypnosis and Confuse Ray.
Which it does, and then Tauros just hits itself on rocks, which it was nice to see Confusion being used in the anime in a way that made sense.
Yeah. Oh my god, Confuse Ray is so fucking trippy.
Confuse Ray looks awesome. Like, it wasn't a Ray. Let's get that straight.
Confused Field.
Yes.
Like the Tauros has can see itself, and it's like split vision.
Yeah.
And Gengar is like just void and only eyes.
Yeah.
It's really, really scary. Like, if you were there, it'd be scary as shit.
It would be. Like, if that was happening to you, you'd be like, holy shit, no wonder Tauros, starts knocking itself.
I am confused! Ah! Get the visions out of my head! That's why they hit themselves, yeah.
So Ash is like, well, let's try Lapras instead. And Lapras hits with a water gun, and Gengar's like, it's
annoying. And then they use Nightshade.
Against Ice Beam.
Ice Beam.
And they collide and explode.
Make a Dragon Ball Z.
And then cliffhanger.
End of the episode.
Who's gonna win between Lapras and Gengar?
It's a draw.
Spoiler. Let's talk about how we felt about this entire episode first before we get to spoilers, Nick.
Oh, in the next episode we're going to talk about in 30 seconds.
Yes.
I gave it 2.5.
You gave it 2.5? Really?
2.5 because the intro, Drake disappointed me.
Yeah.
And the battle itself is really good. That's why it's as high as it is. But what dragged it was the whole suddenness of it, I guess. And
they didn't build up the battle at all.
The nonchalantness that Ash has with it. Ash should be more concerned. Did he learn nothing from the Indigo League?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
His strategy for Tauros is to literally first time charm it. First beginner's look it.
Yeah, that was literally his entire strategy. Although he did have a strategy. It was I'll just make you fast and give you a Fisher.
His strategy is Fisher.
Yeah.
That's a terrible strategy.
That's not a terrible strategy. In Generation 1, as long as you were faster, Fisher had a higher chance of hitting.
Oh shit, it did.
It was based on speed, yeah, not levels or anything. So, but I agree. And what's his name? Drake was so disappointing. He had no personality. He had no personality.
The leader of the Orange Crew.
He was there.
Personality-wise, I like the guy who clings to Misty way too fast more.
Personality-wise, every other person in the Orange Crew had personality.
Yeah.
He and Ash don't even talk to each other before the battle starts.
And all the other Orange Crew members have, terrible flaws. First one has the most annoying brother and her,
And she wasn't that great anyway.
And her whole battle thing is terrible.
Yeah.
Water targets, and if it's a draw of race. It should just be the race.
Yeah.
Second guy?
He was cool, though.
He was cool, but he's prejudiced against handicapped people.
That's so true.
Third guy? Fell in love with Misty in one goddamn day.
And then he wanted to steal her away.
Also, he's a bitch with his battle strategy.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, I'll just use Pokemon that have type advantages against Pokemon of the same type as them. And then the fourth lady was fine, but she was
weird that she
can't tell the difference between her son and another boy.
Exactly. But you know what? All four of those people,
they have a personality.
We were able to remember them. We were able to remember who they were and something about them. This guy, no.
All we have for him is his battle prowess.
Exactly. I gave it 3 Voltorbs again because am I just turning into you and you're turning into me? Is that what that's happening?
It might be that.
Because like this
maybe
is the
JoJo
second
will
time,
even things out again.
Maybe. Like I said, I think this entire season has just made me like have a much lower bar for me because everything's just so bad that it's like, okay, this one at least had a good battle. So
we've given out so few ones.
This season. That is true.
The only ones we've given out are like in the first 8 episodes, I think.
That is true, but I think it's also because like the bad filler episodes. See, in the last season they took way more chances. This season it's like, if it's bad, it's just bland and like, it's a nothing episode.
Yeah.
You can't get passionately mad at anything because there's nothing going on.
That's true.
And this episode's like, it's a battle and it's a good battle and I enjoyed the battle and I had fun with the battle and like, but at the end of the day, like, Drake has no personality, and that's the biggest flaw. But it's also, and it's the only flaw, but it's also like the one thing that needed to be there for this to be like a really solid like 3.5, 4.
If Drake had a personality and had a more fitting voice, it would have easily been at least a 3.
Yeah. I would have given it 3.5 if Drake had any semblance of personality. If he and Ash had talked, or if like this had been built up. I didn't know that this was gonna be like a half a battle the same episode that he gets to the island. I had no idea that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna be he gets to the island. He registers his Pokemon.
Some Team Rocket shenanigans.
Drake shows up. He and Drake meet each other. They get to know each other, something like that. And then maybe at the end of the episode, they start the battle. I didn't think it'd be like half the battle in this episode.
Nope. Very sudden.
Yeah. All right, well,
let's
see how that battle turns out.
Episode 114. Enter the Dragonite.
Bum, bum, bum!
It's funny because it's like Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon, the Bruce Lee.
Yeah, Bruce Lee movie.
Which I still haven't seen, sadly. I heard it's good.
My Bruce Lee viewership is very bad. I should fix that.
Bruce Lee is amazing.
I've only seen clips.
To resolve the cliffhanger from last episode, we find out that both Pokemon fainted.
It's a draw. They knocked each other out.
Yeah.
Lapras has no HP because it's not been properly trained.
And Gengar's very, very shallow defenses.
Yeah. Special defense is at least something, though, isn't it?
I think they're both meh.
So Ash lost his first Pokemon.
And Drake's lost his third. Some fucking champion.
So now, field change, which is the thing they established in the last episode. When one of the peoples have 3 Pokemon knocked out, they switch out Pokemon.
You mean
or not
fields?
They switch out fields.
And so last one, before it was a rock. They called it a rock and water field.
It was a rock with
a tiny pool.
Yeah.
And now they made it something completely different.
Sand!
Yeah. They at least like had like a little fire field, something cool, or like
some grass and trees.
Icy field. Maybe like an electric field where it's like little electric sparks. Or
I think that would just cause all the Pokemon to constantly like faint, wouldn't it?
Be awesome.
That's like the shortest battle ever, and it's a
Your
draw.
Pokemon's still there, yeah, you win.
Hey, you have an electric Pokemon? Great, you won because it resisted it.
So now, Drake sends out Venusaur, and
Ash sends out Tauros.
He sends out like that Tauros like 3 times during this match.
Yeah.
It takes this Venusaur's fucking Solar Beam like a boss, though.
It does.
You gotta give it that.
It tries to use Fissure, but it doesn't work because sand apparently absorbs earth-shattering things. Which, yeah, I'll give that credit.
I'll give it that, but okay, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, bullshit game mechanic wise, but actual mechanic wise, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean that's one way that the show and the anime or the anime and the games can differ. That it's fine. Like, it's fine. Tauros beats Venusaur, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight up, just like
it uses
body slam, takedown. Venusaur gets lifted up by Tauros' horns and thrown into the air or something.
Thrown into the air. Venusaur's knocked out.
It's done. Yeah, Venusaur's done. Which
that was a quick battle for Venusaur.
That was actually the last two Pokemon of his go down pretty quickly.
I think they just want to build up the Dragonite battle.
Yeah, they're like you're here for the Dragonite. We know this.
Yeah, okay, Dragonite. So then he sends out Electabuzz.
And Electabuzz
it's not quite as charismatic as the previous Electabuzzes.
Although it's weirder because it still makes the same noise, but like.
It's a lot more subdued.
Which is even weirder. Because at least when it's
hey girl, have you ever had an Electabuzz go down on you?
What does it sound like?
That. Oh, blah, 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 blah. It's titillating.
So Ash takes typing into account and sends out Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
And Bulbasaur gets his ass handed to him, unfortunately.
Yeah, he does. It's like, also...
He doesn't really get to do much to him at all.
No, like...
Which is bullshit.
The Electabuzz uses Thunder Punch, but, like, we didn't see the actual punch connect. It was just... Oh, no, that's against Charizard. That uses Thunder Punch.
I think he connects the Thunder Punch. And Bulbasaur was clearly just paralyzed, but whatever.
Yeah, it's unable to battle.
Even though it's like his third strongest Pokemon and he had a type advantage. Like, yeah, damn it.
Yep.
Oh, well.
This is why Ash doesn't use strategy.
No.
It always just fails.
It just fails on him, yeah. So fair enough, I guess.
So then he sends out Charizard, his powerhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, this is what I'm talking about with the Thunder Punch. Electabuzz charges up a Thunder Punch. It blacks out for a second, and then his fist is on Charizard's belly.
Yeah.
And Charizard's, like, has electrified around itself. Like, it's weird, like, that we can't see animal and animal punches like that.
In a show about animals punching each other.
Yeah, in a show about animals punching each other.
Yeah, it's weird.
Charizard tanks it, and so it just uses Seismic Toss on the Electabuzz.
No, first it uses Ember.
Oh, yeah, that...
Which is clearly Fire Spin. It's a dubbing thing, I looked it up.
It is?
Yeah, it was a dubbing issue.
Okay, so it is Fire Spin in Japanese?
It's supposed to be a Fire Spin. Which is dumb that the English dub just doesn't give a fuck. There's like, Ember, I don't care, whatever.
I think that they fix that in like later seasons. So like they're more true to the.
Well, yeah, it starts making like good money, so they actually give a shit now. Oh well, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Charizard Seismic tosses the shit out of Electabuzz. Electabuzz goes down, and then it is time for the thing
Big Kahuna.
The thing we've all been waiting for
Dragonite on Charizard battle.
Yep. Pretty good battle, actually.
Yeah, they do a little sky battle.
Yeah.
He uses 3 of his 7 moves.
Yeah. He has like Water Gun, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Body Slam, Hyper Beam, and one other.
Dragon Rage.
And Dragon Rage.
It ends with Dragon Rage. Them using Dragon Rage on each other. And Charizard's knocked out, but Dragonite's able to survive it.
But barely. He is hurt.
He's breathing hard.
He is hurt. So Ash still has 3 Pokemon. Three Pokemon left?
His Tauros.
He still has Tauros, Squirtle, and Pikachu. Yeah, and the other 3 are knocked out, yeah.
Yeah, because it takes him 4 Pokemon in order to
defeat the Dragonite. They just wanted to build up like that Dragonite's an awesome, powerful Pokemon is KOing his Pokemon left and right. When
the Dragonite's like all like breathing heavy and stuff, TR reveals their plan, which was to catch Dragonite when it was weakened. And Drake's like, fuck you! How dare you interrupt the Pokemon battle? I'm like, wow. Okay, Drake. That's a good resolve right there, and I agree with you for the first time ever.
Well, you've had nothing else to agree with him with.
That's true. So Dragonite kind of just breaks out of the net. Oh no! Drake says, Dragonite, you know what to do.
Oh yeah.
Which he's been saying!
Which he's been saying for like his other Pokemon. Like, Ha, Ditto, you know what to do.
Onyx, you know what to do.
It's like, you don't know that they don't know what to do. Maybe they're just improvising. Every time he says that, they're just like, I don't... Fire Punch? I don't know.
I'll dig. That's a good move, usually.
Like, I want his Pokemon to sit down with him after the match and be like, hey, man, you keep saying, like, you know what to do. We don't know what to do. Like, this is just nonsense.
And let's think about it from the other side. How often does Dragonite, like, get captured by a net that was thrown on him from a balloon, so Dragonite has, like, break out of the net and then break through the balloon? How often does that happen? How often does Dragonite do that it knows what to do whenever that happens?
This one is actually also a dubbing thing, believe it or not.
Oh!
In Japanese, he gets an 8th move. He gets Skull Bash. So either Drake has an unlimited number of plans that he communicates with all of his Pokemon, or his Dragonite has just unlimited moves.
It's already double the amount, apparently.
So, take your pick.
Pikachu has 5, apparently.
Thundershock, Thunderbolts.
Thundershock, Thunderbolt, Thunder. Agility, Quick Attack.
Quick Attack. Yeah, he does. Damn it.
You could probably get rid of Thundershock because
I would
the 2
hope
stronger ones. I don't know, man. I don't like having only 70 accuracy moves. I'm going to replace Thunder with Thundershock.
That's what you use Thunderbolt for, not... God damn it.
Yeah, but Thunderbolt's my power move.
No, it has a smaller base.
So then Ash sends Tauros out for the 3rd time.
Which, does it do anything besides take freaking Body Slam from Dragonite? Does it actually hit the Dragonite at all?
I think it takes down maybe once.
It might use Takedown. It's whittling down. He's trying to whittle down his health.
I think
in preparation for his best Pokemon.
I remember Drake getting rid of one of Ash's Pokemon pretty quickly. I think it was Tauros.
It might have been Tauros.
That was the quick one.
Yeah, and then it's Squirtle versus Dragonite. Squirtle used Hydro Pump, and then Dragonite's like, oh, fuck you.
So then, like, Dragonite uses Body Slam, and then Squirtle says, like, Bubble.
I know.
To try and stop it, but it's Bubble. It's not going to stop it. So then Dragonite just Body Slams Squirtle.
Bubble's like a 20 base power move.
Hey, 40 now.
By the time you're on level 12, it's already way too weak to use. Why do you still have Bubble on its moveset, Ash? Why?
Hold on, what's Squirtle's moves? No, that's 4 moves.
Squirtle's moveset is like Skull Bash, Hydro Pumps, Bubble,
Skull Bash,
and Withdraw.
Yeah, Bubble, Hydro Pump, Water Gun.
Shit. So yeah, he also has 5 moves.
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't know. Sure. In the anime, they just get as many moves as they want.
I mean, in the manga, that's how it works.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, but they use, like, the moves more, like, utility-wise as well.
Oh, okay.
It's like Vine Weapon, and you make a vine, and then you can use it to, like, cross something and stuff like that. Different things.
Alright, so now we get to the final part of the battle. Pikachu versus Dragonite. And
each of their signature Pokemon.
Dragonite uses Hyper Beam, which Pikachu dodges in a way that Ash does not command him to.
Yeah, Pikachu kind of saved that.
Yeah.
For Ash. Pikachu leans back, scrunches up its tail, and then bounces above the Hyper Beam.
Yeah, Pikachu
which is a move that has never been rehearsed.
Pikachu gets the move bounce now. Fuck you.
So Pikachu's like, yeah, this is great, yeah, for like a minute, lands on Dragonite's head for another minute, it just stays there, and then Ash is like, you know what to do, and Pikachu's like, no, I don't. Use Thunderbolt! And no, Thunder! And so then...
And Pikachu's like, see, was that so hard?
Was that so hard?
And Dragonite looks at Drake and goes, see, is that so hard?
So then
God damn it.
So then... It electrocutes them both because Pikachu's on top of it. And Pikachu hops off. They do a little...
Samurai standoff.
And then Dragonite falls over, defeated. And then very quickly, the referee says, Dragonite's unable to battle.
He says it like as Dragonite's falling.
Dragonite's unable to battle!
No, he's fine.
His back is still not on the ground. Okay, now it's on the ground, but Dragonite's unable to battle. Could you have said that any slower? Nope!
You are very quick with your decision-making abilities. That's what my wife says. By the way, honey, we're getting a divorce. I just decided.
You gotta think about it. That's not how my mind works.
I decided we're getting back together.
Honey, we're gonna have a threesome.
With 2 men, I decided. That's 4 people. Not with you.
Honey, I'm giving the kids this exchange. Why? Because I want to. When you live the life of a referee, you don't have much time for thought. Only quick decisions.
So make the decision that could save you 50% or more on car insurance.
So Ash won.
Give us money, Geico.
That's gonna be one of our first YouTube advertisements.
So Ash wins.
Ash wins.
How does this episode end?
They show a picture of Ash with his crew, and they all did a little handprint in a slab of cement. And then Ash has a little trophy on top of Lapras, and they ride off into the sunset.
I said I want him to pin the trophy to the inside of his jacket.
And it just rips a hole in it.
So you can show people, look, I have a trophy.
For all of Johto, his jacket's just getting worse and worse. He finally replaces it in Hoenn.
It turns out he's a hoarder. He collects... That's why he keeps doing island challenges and stuff and leagues. He likes badges. They make him happy.
They're shiny, okay? Let me have this. So this one I gave 3 Voltorbs.
This one I gave 3, yeah. I wish the pacing had been different with the Pokemon going down very quickly.
Yeah, it was a lot of 2-hit
knockouts. Yeah, more so than the previous one, which is weird. But with Dragonite, it would have made sense. But with the other Pokemon, I didn't.
Right.
It is weird that they kept getting knocked out so fast.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
I mean, Dragonite's a very strong Pokemon, and it has 8 moves.
Yeah, right.
It's obviously broken, so its attack set's probably 999.
Right. Yeah, the same problem I had with the last one. Drake's not a character, and
he's more of a character in this one than he is in the other.
Barely. That's not saying much.
And it's by generic default, because anyone would have said that. How dare you interrupt a Pokemon battle?
I mean, yeah, he exists.
He exists.
It counts as him being a character. He exists. I think I gave 3. I don't know if I said that. I gave it 3 too.
You did.
Yeah, same as last one. It's there. I like the Ash one, but I wasn't rooting for him in this one the same way I was for him during the Indigo League. So
because there wasn't much setup.
Yeah. There was no setup to this, and
it was 2 random episodes, and then all of a sudden, bam.
Yeah. So, I mean, especially since there's still 3 more after this episode that were just reviewed. There's still 4 episodes left in the series. Why not bother to drag it out a little bit? Fuck it. What else do you got to do?
Reunite with Brock and have a send off into Johto.
Boom. We can do that and make another episode, especially since you had so many throwaway episodes in this season.
Get back into Kanto.
Yeah. I mean, since you had so many throwaway episodes in this season, why not build up the last match a little bit more?
Establish Drake as a character as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk maybe watch a previous battle he had or something, because they say multiple times he was undefeated.
Yeah. What if we saw what if 2 episodes ago we saw him battle someone and he just sweeps through the team with the Ditto and his Dragonite or something?
That'd be sweet.
That'd be cool, right? Yeah.
And the other person has an Aerodactyl, a Blastoise, and some really cool Pokemon.
And he just they're nothing.
Like they're nothing.
Oh well. Next episode. All right, Nick. Episode number 115. Viva Las Lapras.
Is this episode about Lapras?
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I did.
You were here with me when we watched it.
Yeah.
You were conscious.
I was.
Were you conscious after the episode?
I think I was.
So in this episode, guess who gets a nice send-off?
Pidgeotto?
Yeah. No. We already did that, Nick.
Squirtle?
No!
Pikachu?
No!
Misty?
No!
Tracy?
Yes.
Oh, wow. They sent up
A
Tracy.
good riddance, the little slimy fuck.
Yeah, he said it's a slimy fuck, because then he would have a personality.
That's true. How silly of me.
A boring fuck.
A boring fuck. A boring fuck.
Oh, it's Lapras.
It's Lapras.
That's why it's called Viva Las Lapras.
Yeah.
The Lapras live.
Yeah.
Or live the Lapras.
Laprases.
Lapras.
Lapropod? Lapri.
Lapras. It's
Lapras.
Plural and single.
Oh, okay, Lapras. Viva Las Lapras. So this episode, they're riding on Lapras and then see a bunch of other Lapras, and Lapras is like, oh boy, Lapras!
And then it does a sudden turn.
Yeah.
Nearly shaking off everyone on his back.
And Lapras is like, oh hey, Lapras, and the other Lapras are like, oh, it's
fuck
fucking
off.
Lapras. And then Lapras is like, Lapras.
And then they use Mist, and the
then
Lapras
they-
is really sad.
Yeah, and that was actually...
Emotional development in the Pokemon episode.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I was heartfelt. I was like, that poor Lapras. Like, he just wanted to be with the other Lapras.
That was his family.
And they were like, fuck you.
No. You were with a human. You deserted us.
They couldn't any more clearly tell him to fuck off than they did. Which is why the rest of this episode is such a disappointment for me.
So they go to the nearby island. Turns out these Lapras have been subjugated to attacks by pirates.
Even though, because this is a non-capture area.
Yeah, a non-capture area. Which, Okay.
How do you enforce that on the seas? Like,
Yeah.
where are the boundaries on the seas? Like, come on.
Well, I mean, in Hoenn and stuff like that, all the seas are like blocked off by rocks eventually. So maybe past those rocks there are like no Pokemon capture zones.
Oh, okay.
So that's like the actual Pokemon ecosystem there.
Okay. I can dig it.
Yeah.
Something bothered me though. They were talking to Professor Oak, and Professor Oak is like, "Yeah, man, it's probably that like the Lapras is, like has had a lot of bad human contact and it's afraid of humans, and he says but then they cut him off. It's like, oh yeah, that must be it. Must be Team Rocket, like up to no good again." But I wanted to hear what else Oak had to say, and he never finishes his thought. Like, what other else could it be?
It's Oak. He's just mysterious.
He's just mysterious. He's off to go write things with a pen, with a multicolored pen.
He has to circle important notes. Team Rocket has apparently been attacked by these pirates, and they're at first accused of being the pirates. And they're like, no! They actually injured us. And here's the flashback.
And then the pirates shoot the ship, and then the end of flashback, and I'm like...
The ship actually exploded, though. We never see that.
Yeah, it did, but they said, the pirates attacked us. Flashback. The pirates attacked them. End of flashback.
Yep.
Like, it was the most pointless use of flashback I've seen in a long time. At least we hadn't already seen that one. I will give it that. At least we hadn't already seen it. If we had already seen it, I would be furious.
Because, like, that's what half of the rest of this episode is.
Yes, we cut back to Lapras. They're riding on Lapras.
Lapras is dodging some Shadow Balls and random crap.
And then they're riding on Lapras. So they're like, well, let's go hunt down these pirates and give them what for. So they do, and then they find the pirates.
And here we meet Captain Crook.
Oh, God, yeah, they call him Captain Crook. They're like, oh, these pirates. Ash is like, oh, it must be like Captain Hook. And he's like, well, we call him Captain Crook. And part of me died inside.
Captain Crook looks like he's from the same universe as Fuckface's father.
Tomo's dad. And
Tomo's
the
dad.
Kangaskhan kid.
The Kangaskhan kid. Like, they have the same kind of art style.
They do. And the same... They don't. He doesn't belong there.
He doesn't belong.
Well, first of all, his voice actor really needs to be fired.
Because he has like 5 different voices.
He does. Like, one of them's Irish.
One of them's Irish. One of them's like what, Boston?
Yeah, it was so weird. Not one of them, by the way, was a pirate voice. You get to be a pirate in a cartoon show. Why are you not talking like this?
His Irish voice was the best bet at that.
I know. He's like,
oh, but no, I be an Irish pirate. Best be capturing me those laprases, you lassie.
That was better than what he did. That was like Scottish, though, I think.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Same island, whatever. So, they're not on the same island. They're both owned by the UK. Who cares?
The point is, he gets to be a pirate, but he doesn't sound like a pirate. And his little sidekick guy who doesn't have
Meowth
a name,
as a human.
It's a Meowth. Yeah, he's Meowth as a human. He also doesn't have a pirate voice. Why? Why are you not taking opportunity of this? Take advantage of this opportunity, you guys. Come on.
Well, no. Here's why. Their ship is a goddamn 18th century pirate ship.
I know.
They put in all the pirate budget, all the pirate points in the ship, so they didn't have any more for the voices. So instead of using like a modern ship, like any sane person would do if they're hoping to poach Pokemon, they go into the whole pirate motif very badly.
Their ship is so old that Squirtle water guns it, and it blasts straight through.
The cannons
it
get
destroys
destroyed.
the mast. Like, what kind of ship is this? You guys are the worst pirates.
So all these pirates have Tentacruel, because apparently Tentacruel is the best poaching sea Pokemon.
That's the most piratey Pokemon that you can get to, Army Matey.
I mean, probably Generation 1, I would think so.
In Generation 1, yeah, you got that and you got Machop.
Machop for land, yeah.
Yeah.
Sharpedo.
Imagine like a little Machop with like a sword, eye patch, and a parrot. Chatot.
And then the Captain Machamp.
Captain Machamp, he's like,
Her, and then so two arms are like at his sides, and then his other two arms are pointing out the other one with a sword.
Yes.
Captain Machamp. We have to make that a character.
We do.
I be Captain Machamp! And I be telling you these are fake pirates!
That's so great.
There needs to be a straight up pirate Pokemon.
There does need to be a straight up pirate Pokemon.
Water fighting or water steel.
He's a straight up pirate Pokemon.
Just straight pirate.
It's called Pirate. No subtlety. Fuck subtlety. He's a pirate.
Dark fighting?
Oh, you could make Barbarical could be a cool pirate Pokemon.
Oh, he could be.
He'd be
also forearms.
Also forearms, that's right, yeah.
Captain
Machamp with my first
Barnacle Beard.
Barnacle Beard, yes.
I mean,
we're making such a better episode than this one. Whoever cares what else happens in this one. The Tentacruel chase down the Lapras. The Lapras are like, meh.
They're all surrounded.
So Misty and Ash send out their Pokemon.
Oh, because Tracy went on Merrill to go get Officer Jenny. Because they found where the pirates were.
Guess what? They're on the ocean. Arr!
Guess what? They're on the ocean, very nearby the island that we're on.
With the only fucking pirate ship in the entire ocean.
Hey, look, Officer Jenny, we're doing your job for you.
Fucking idiot. So, Ash's Lapras ice beams all the Tentacruel and they turn into ice.
No, that's way later when they turn into ice. Ash uses Pikachu.
Oh, yes.
And because, they've been saying this in the last, 5, 6, 10 episodes. Oh, you can't use Thunderbolts in the water, it'll electrocute everyone. It electrocutes everyone. Because no one was around to tell Ash she couldn't do that.
That's true.
So the Tentacruel, being agitated, go after Ash and crew.
Yep.
While Misty and all the water Pokemon, other than Lapras, attacks the pirate ship.
That's it.
And that's when all the pirate ship turns to shit, because that ship is 200 years old.
This ship is terrible. It's the worst ship. And they capture all the pirates very easily. We only ever see the two pirates when there's, any movement going on, but then when they capture them, there's 8 pirates, and they're all tied up.
Well, you need a crew.
Were they only crew? Was it 6 guys mopping the floor? Is that all it was?
Yeah.
They sure as hell weren't fixing the ship.
You need a captain, a silly Meowth voice guy, and then crew.
Crew. They don't even get voice actors. They're just crew.
So these these Tentacruel are attacking or going after Lapras.
Oh yeah, this is when Team Rocket gets defeated very weirdly because they're following Lapras, and then the Tentacruel are following them.
Yeah.
By proxy, and then the one Tentacruel just kind of goes underwater, and
it's not even underwater. It's like half and half underwater.
Half and half underwater, and for some reason they get blasted off
because it just bumps into them.
I don't know what happened there.
Tentacruel is very, very high mass, so when it goes slowly, it's still going to have high momentum, apparently.
Jesus Christ.
Even though they're made out of 95% water.
So that's when Ashes Lapras freezes all the Tentacruel. They sink to the bottom of the ocean where they're never found and die.
The other Lapras come to the rescue, and as Lapras is about to be punctured in the goddamn throat by the lead Tentacruel, that's when they all get frozen and thrown to the bottom of the ocean. But then apparently are released later.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Officer Johnny's I hereby declare that these Tentacruel are released, and the Tentacruel are okay. And
Misty says, "Okay, bye. You can do what you want now." They were launched out of Pokeballs.
Yeah.
They were the Pirates' Pokemon.
I guess when you do bad things, then your Pokemon get released.
That's kind of harsh. And
it's harsh, but at the same time, if the Pokemon like you, won't they just come back to you and be like, "Hey"?
I guess.
So then Ash and Lapras, remember Lapras?
Oh yeah, Lapras.
This episode's about Lapras.
Because it's called Viva Las Lapras.
Lapras and Ash kind of have a almost touching send-off, and then Lapras just kind of shakes Ash off, and he's like, "Fuck off."
Because Ash says, "Hey, at least we don't need to be on your back anymore." And Lapras is like, "You're right!" And then shakes him off.
Get the fuck off me!
But then, he licks them in the water, and then lifts them via his head up to the ship. It's very cute.
It was cute. I wish this entire episode had been as good as the
last 3 minutes.
Last 2 minutes, and then the first 6 minutes.
That would have been
so nice. Pretty much the stuff involving directly Ash and Lapras and their bond, and Ash and Lapras wanting his family or her family. I don't think it said if it's a boy or girl. Lapras wanting its family, and then it needing to go to its family at the end, and this should have been
or if the pirates are just better.
Or if the pirates are better. You got pirates. You're putting pirates into your show.
Gee, boss, I think these kids know what they're doing. I'm Meowth.
I gave this episode 2 Voltorbs, and I'm questioning my sanity by doing that.
I gave it 2.5.
You gave it 2.5?
Yeah.
I initially gave it 2.5, but
I gave it 2.5 because of the emotional bonding.
Yeah.
And because the things that were bad about it were entertainingly bad.
They were entertainingly bad, but they're still dumb. They're still bad.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm giving it 2. I want to give it more, but have you noticed they've botched every single Send Pokemon Away episode so far?
Butterfree
was probably the best one, honestly.
Pidgeot. Yeah. Primeape.
Oh god, I even forgot about Primeape.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just had a Primeape, remember, for 2 episodes?
It was out for 2 episodes, yeah.
Has it only been 4 Pokemon so far?
Yeah, I think it's only been 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Butterfree was the best one. In retrospect, that I'm liking that episode even more.
Butterfree was the best one because Brock was the best. Butterfree, you have to mate with that one! Please, if you do that, I can hook up with her! Come on, Butterfree, do it! I need to see Butterfree.
That episode was all about Butterfree and Butterfree trying to accomplish something. This episode was about pirates.
Lapras saving its family, kind of?
Sort of saving its family.
It seemed like it was on the,
It tried to be that.
Lapras was mostly used as a vehicle rather than a character.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Pokemon of the day?
Pokemon of the day.
Alright, Nick. Are you ready?
For the Pokemon of the week!
Yes. Now, don't pick a shitty one this time.
The ones I hate are starting to get very limited.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, because we've already done so many of them. Now we're going to start getting the ones I really don't like. The very few of them that there are.
Or we're going to get a lot of miss.
Probably going to get a lot of miss.
56.
Okay, 56.
Wait, Forrest, did you shuffle before?
I did.
Did you just shuffle?
I did just shuffle.
48.
All right. This week's Pokemon of the week is
Oh, sorry.
What?
Tell me what 48 is.
Jumpluff.
God damn it. What was 56?
Excelgor.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Great. Okay. Whatever. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Jumpluff. Okay. Sure.
Let me guess. You don't have one?
Let me check.
Or is it going to be one of those like, this one was traded to me with the move Splash?
Gonna go to grass. Jumpluff. Great. It's right there. No, I raised it.
Oh, yeah?
Or by raised, I mean...
You evolved it?
It's on level 28.
Yeah.
This thing was Fluff.
It evolves at level 27, so you kept it around for an additional level at least.
I think I over-evolved it because I was just like, okay, I'm gonna fill up my Pokedex. Great, okay. It's named Fluff. He's serious.
Ooh,
she's serious.
She's a serious Fluff.
With Leaf Guard and Fairy Wind, Mega Drain, Leech Seed, and Bullet Seed.
It's a terrible moveset, Nick.
I don't know. Leech Seed, Bullet Seed, and
Fairy Wind?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Fairy Wind?
Yeah, because, gotta get rid of those, it's very useful against any of Grass's weaknesses. No, it's not.
Not against poison.
Nope.
Let's see.
Ice.
Ground.
Ice.
No,
Fire.
no,
Flying.
no,
Bud.
No. Nope. That's a terrible move coverage.
Yeah. Okay. Then.
Yeah. So Jumpluff, I really like this Pokemon.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Cute.
I've used it plenty of times in the Generation 2 games.
I never used it.
You never used it?
2. No, never used it.
You never used it?
In Generation 2, I don't really use grass Pokemon.
Aw, that's sad.
I mean, because Giga Drain only had, 5 power points, and you didn't get it till...
and it had like a base power of 60 or something like that.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
Grass,
terrible.
Yeah, grass Pokemon didn't get good until 3rd generation.
Minimum, yeah.
Minimum. And then they got better in 4th gen.
I'll give you that, yeah. I will give you that. Its abilities are Chlorophyll, which is good, like speed boost in the sun.
Yeah, so for a sweeper.
It's good for a sweeper. It's also good for any bulky Pokemon to have Chlorophyll, because then you get like your recovery moves and moves and stuff go first.
What about Triage?
Not everything can have Triage, Nick. Only one Pokemon has fucking Triage, and that's goddamn Comfey.
Yeah, it's great.
Not Comfey. Comfey.
Yeah, it's Comfey.
It's Comfey.
It's Comfey. I can't wait till we talk about Comfey.
I keep thinking Comfey. It's Comfey. Leaf Guard raises your... It means you can't be status to the sun, right?
I can find that out right now.
Because you have it.
Yep. Prevent status conditions in harsh sunlight.
There you go. And then its hidden ability is Infiltrator, which is good because if you're doing a bulky set, and someone's gonna throw up that pesky substitute, you're not. Going right through that shit. So yeah,
there we go. Okay.
It makes a pretty good bulky Pokemon based on its abilities. Its typing flying and grass is fine except for the double weakness to ice.
Yeah.
And then let's look at his stats a little bit. Seen worse.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets a really good speed stat.
Really good speed stat. Really good special defense.
Yeah.
And then defense and HP.
You might want to do like a max defense, max speed, or something like that. That'd be what I would do.
Yeah, you're not attacking though at all.
55 in both attack and special attack, which sucks because it's a grass flying Pokemon that gets Swords Dance of all things. It gets Swords Dance.
Oh, it's really cute. Why isn't it getting Nasty Plot? Is that like a trademark of all cute Pokemon?
That would be cool though, wouldn't it? It would be cool. It gets Memento, which is good for like lead setup Pokemon.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Make the switch happen for the next Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you have like, does he get Spore? He might not get Spore.
He probably doesn't get Spore.
He doesn't get Spore.
I think only the mushrooms get Spore.
He gets Worry Seed, which is an awesome move. I love that move. It's like, whatever ability you have, nope, you have Insomnia now.
You have Insomnia now. Does that work on Slowking?
Yeah.
Oh, then shit.
Yeah. Wait. Pretty sure it does. I will fact check that later.
All right.
But I'm pretty sure.
Force fact check.
Thank you. You gave my fact check a little jingle. Awesome.
Wait, no, hold on. Forced fun fact. There you go.
Thanks. Yeah, his moveset by level up is pretty standard for a grass Pokemon.
Yeah,
you got Stun, Spore, Sleep Powder.
You got your powders. You
Seeds.
Does it learn any flying moves naturally? I remember it didn't before.
Bounce and Acrobatics, actually. Yeah, I guess 2.
And those are both newer moves when it was introduced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I gave mine. I love my Jumpluff. I
have yet to see it.
I gave him Bounce, Leech Seed, Toxic, and I can't remember the 4th move.
Wow, you're really annoying.
Yeah, it works. It works really
Protect?
well. No. What is his last move? Probably like Giga Drain or something. As far as like its TM moves, like again standard stuff. Nothing super interesting or outlandish. Oh, Infestation is his other move. So you got all that stuff racking up, and he's just gonna keep going into the air and dodging your attacks.
Hi there. Bye. I'm a flying type.
I've seen people use use sweeping ones with Sword Stance. You need like at least 2 Sword Stances in order to do anything.
2 Sword Stances and then Chlorophyll.
And Chlorophyll, but like because it's so fast, like if you can make it sweep, it will. But you need 2 Sword Stances, so
yeah, nah.
It's not worth making for a sweeping set.
I'd rather do the support.
The support, yeah. It makes a really good support Pokemon, in my opinion. It only gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 move tutor moves, and only 3 of them are non-grass moves.
Huh.
Pounce, which it gets naturally. Helping Hand. Helping Hand would be a good move for that one.
Okay, what does Helping Hand do? Because, like...
It's only useful in double battles.
But, like, even in double battles, like, whenever I see, like, a Pokemon, like, Helping Hand to the other Pokemon, I always dread it, but then it does, like, a nominal amount of damage.
It's supposed to double the damage output.
Huh.
So, maybe those Pokemon just suck.
Maybe.
It's very possible. Trivia. It's the lightest Pokemon that has undergone 2 evolutions. That makes sense. Yeah. It's based off a Dandelion. And that's the only thing that's interesting about it, actually.
What's the thing that's not interesting about it?
Pokemon Coliseum shows if spores are square. In addition, the spores are always facing the same direction to the camera, such as player able to see them. This is fixed in Pokemon XD. Who gives a shit about that?
GameCube old facts.
Jumpluff and its pre-evolution were given their English name by Nobunaga Sawara.
Oh, nice.
So
I love Nob.
You do? Well,
I love putting Nob.
Is he one of your favorite Pokemon designers?
Sure.
Okay. It's based on a dandelion.
Oh, wow.
And the final stage of a dandelion.
Because the Hoppip is the weed, and then Skiploom's the flower. Yeah. And Jumpluff is the little dandelion puff.
And it appears, this name origin, Jumpluff is a combination of jump and fluff.
Huh. Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk
With a hop and a skip and a jump.
And we were just talking about, I don't know if this might have been off recording, but we were just talking about how everything has a fucking pink shiny form. And
oh god, it has a pink shiny form. Because of course.
So ugly too. I hate pink shiny forms. They rarely look good. Why can't it just be like a blue or a green shiny form or something?
Or like a white.
Like a yellow, a white.
I don't know, man.
It's just stupid. Other than that, what do you think of his design?
Jumpluff's design has confused me for years. It wasn't until I think 6th generation where I finally realized that it had arms and legs. And the tail. Because at first I thought it only had like 1 leg, 2 arms, and then little puffs. Like on its side. I'm like, what is this goddamn amalgamation when like Hoppip and Skiploom both have 4 legs and weird tail things?
Can I just say that Skiploom's design is fucking hideous, by the way?
I like Skiploom's design.
I like Skiploom, but its design, I think his design is ugly.
Like, it's really simple, but like I think it's adorable.
I think
it's got that little.
I think Hoppip is the most adorable.
See, Hoppip's the weirdest one to me because although it's vegetarian, it has mammalian ears.
That is kind of weird, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Whereas the other two don't. They're strictly vegetarian.
Yeah. Doesn't Hoppip have like one of the worst stats of all Pokemon?
I think that's Sunkern.
Yeah, Sunkern has the worst stats of all Pokemon. Anything else about Jumpluff?
I rate it to 2.
You got very specific with that one.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's adorable. I love its design. I love using it, but it's kind of a generic.
I like Tropius better as a grass flying.
Yeah, I do too.
I like Dartrix better as a grass flying.
I do too.
Yeah.
And Rowlet.
Well, yeah, but Dartrix is the fully evolved grass flying.
It's not fully evolved.
But with the most evolved grass flying.
All right, cool. Well, you got anything else for this podcast in general?
Let's see. Talked about Pokemon Natures last week. Pokken Tournament for the Switch has DLC coming out soon.
Oh.
Yeah. Aegislash is a playable character.
Oh shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then Blastoise will be one later.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, not Swampert. They should have done Swampert, because then they would have had all 3 Hoenn starters.
Maybe they're like, you know what?
We need to give Charizard the rival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not like Chestnut or something? Chestnut would be cool in Pokémon Tournament.
They need a 7th gen Pokemon other than Decidueye.
They only have Decidueye right now?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, because it originally came out 6th generation.
Well, I know that.
And then 7th generation, they're not going to give you 2 new.
Why not?
I don't know.
They should give like 3.
Well, it already has the deals. It already has the added content that the Japanese arcades had, which is Darkrai, Caesar, Krogunk, and Empoleon.
And Empoleon.
So yeah, it already has like 5 more Pokemon than the original Wii U version had.
What if they have Voltorb as one of the playable characters?
I think Voltorb is a support Pokemon.
I'm sure it is.
Or Electrode is.
What if it was straight up like...
You can win, but only if you successfully hit with 1 attack, and then you lose if you don't.
It's just like a little ball that zooms around. You can make it jump like that one game that we were playing that one time. We got like little blobs that roll around and hit things.
Oh, the one for the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Ah, shoot. Force Fun back that one later because I can find it. Yeah, that'd be cute.
Would that be pretty cool? That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
And then like pops up like like they do in that game.
Yeah.
God damn, that's gonna bug me because it's a like 1-word game. And let's see, anything else? Pokemon Crystal already came out. I said that. I need to download that.
Fucking download it. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I mean, Nintendo Switch has some cardboard stuff coming out. Nintendo Labo.
That's weird.
It looks awesome.
It looks like someone put some cardboard together and was like, "Here we go."
Yeah, but
produce it.
You need to watch the trailer because the trailer makes it look so fucking sweet. And like, if you have kids, this is the perfect thing for them because like you're building the setup for yourself, and like it's like a lot of the complicated stuff is like on strings and stuff that you have to make. So like it's teaching your kids how machines work.
Yeah, but we don't have kids.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Yeah. In the conceivable future, like within 5 years, I could see myself having kids.
So you're gonna get them the Nintendo Switch Lab, whatever.
Labo, Nintendo Labo.
I'm sure it's cool, but
even
like, I'm not pulled in by the concept.
Heck, Amanda and I will probably get them just when we move into a house.
I'm sure, but you get like it's the concept's not pulling me.
The concept's pulling me, man. You can be a robot.
Not speaking to me.
That transforms into a tank.
Anything else? I think that's it.
Let's see. So okay, I asked you this off screen, but we had to come up with an answer. What do we want to do when we beat when we beat down the Orange League, when we finish the last 3 episodes. So we want to stop there and do like a Orange Island wrap up with like the 5 top and worst, or do we want to just straight up go into the first 2 episodes of Johto?
I think we should stop at the end of the season. I think that's I think that'd be a good stopping by. It's just gonna be a shorter episode. That's
okay.
Fine. That's fine.
Do we want to do anything after that? Like,
let's do the. We should do an extra episode. It can also be a short one of like the top 5 top worst special.
Okay.
But I think it should be a consensus. Of
consensus
that one, of the. We'll both like submit our lists to each other of our favorite 5 or 10 episodes, and then we'll decide which ones.
Which ones make it?
Yeah, which ones make it.
I can't do 10. I can't do 10 favorite.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, that's why we'll do a consensus of the 5.
Gotcha.
Top 5.
I mean, I'm only going to submit 5, probably.
That's fine.
Maybe 6?
Just all the ones that, like, speak to you. Like, oh, these are my top-rated ones. I'll send these to Forrest. These are my list.
Sounds good.
All right. And then we got to do the Pikachu shorts.
Oh, shit. We got to do the Pikachu shorts.
We're already 2 behind.
Maybe we should just wait till Christmas, because that's when one of the Pikachu shorts is.
Yeah. Their Christmas. Well, we could record a Christmas special episode outside of Christmas.
I mean, yeah, we can. I'm just saying it would be like a nice little holiday event.
That's true. I'll release it.
Gotta think of the media impact. Keep it time of the season. Okay, well, bye.
Bye.
Oh, no, wait, hold on.
No special message this time? Like, what's wrong with you? Usually you have a special message for our guests.
Well, okay, well, one would expect that when you hear the voice of a guy who gives you special messages. But then, when the time comes to actually hear that special message, it turns out that special message doesn't exist at all. Instead, it's just a short, sudden bye. Very akin to a badass-looking dude having a very boy-bandy voice.
I was wondering if you're going to tie it back into the episodes at all.
That was my tie-in.
Very loose. Bye.
That's how life works.